guys, we're in such a mess right now. This poor deal, like, it's hanging by a thread, and the person who's holding that is none other than Daniel Levy, who has decided to enter proceedings, whatever, to try and salvage this deal and get it over the line. Like, we thought it was done. Like, everything was agreed. We got the here we go from Mana, and everyone was like, yes, like, it's gonna happen, like, and then yesterday, it's like the medicals today, this morning, whatever, it's gonna happen. No. Oh my god. Okay, I'm at that point where if I don't laugh, I'm gonna cry, and I'm trying to keep up to date with Twitter. I've been Twitter, keep going on it, trying to just find updates. And yeah, obviously, if we just paid the release clause in the first place at the beginning of January, this wouldn't be happening. We know this, like, I'm sure Daniel Levy should know this. But apparently he wasn't doing like he hasn't been in negotiations thus far, so he's entered them to try and save it. Yeah, I was gonna have to grab my laptop because, you know what, I'm just like, pay the freaking money, like, pay the money. I'm getting Twitter notifications, so I'm just like, what's going on? Come on, laptop, I haven't got time for you to mess about. And it's dead. It's dead. It's freaking dead. I'm meant to fuck up. Oh my god. The charger's downstairs and all. I can't deal. But yeah, so Daniel Levy's taken over the negotiations. This is like an update video. Like, I was gonna do one like once everything was like, you know, announced, like, official. Do you know what I mean? Now this happened, and I'm losing my mind. I keep getting Twitter notifications, and I want to know what they are, because if this deal's off, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna seriously lose it. Like, I've not already lost it. I'm gonna lose it even more. I'm just gonna be pissed. And it's just gonna piss me off. And I freaking yeah, I'm gonna have to check this Twitter thing, and I'll be back. The thing that was on Twitter was that he landed in Spain. Good for him. Like, he's got his low move. Oh, we're kind of talking about that shit show over. But the most recent update is in the house of Daniel Levy and the sporting president. And you know what pisses me off though? The sporting president promised that Porro could leave at the end, like, after the final game. And I'm just hoping with Porro actually, like, pushing the move, because he wants to come to Tottenham. Like, when have we ever heard that recently? Do you know what I mean? And we need this deal to happen. We just need it to happen. Like, there's no other solution. Oh, I'm just so stressed. I'm like, this deal has been stressful enough, and then we thought once we got the here we go, it was like, okay. Normally with the here we goes, they're normally accurate, and we're like, yes. But this has just made me realise not to get excited until you see the player holding the shirt. And we're all hoping Daniel Levy can get something right for once. And this deal has to happen. Like, I have this, I'm hoping. I feel like there's kind of more hope than, like, actually thinking it will happen, but he's pushing for, like, Porro's pushing for the move to Tottenham, so hopefully they can just get the deal done. Like, this deal should have been done at the beginning of January. We should have just paid a release clause, do you know what I mean? Saved us all this hassle. We could have thought about more players to bring in. Obviously, Sporting should not have changed the whatever conditions, the details overnight. They should have just stuck to what they, like, Tottenham and they agreed. So I can agree with the fact that they shouldn't have changed it, and how can they treat their own player like that? I don't know. It's just so frustrating. And I can't keep up to date, so now I'm being like to record, pause, well, not really pause, you know, stop, and then look at Twitter and think, okay, so there's the update. So now it's just like a waiting game. I'm just hoping and praying for good news. Like, I just can't handle it. If it doesn't happen, what would this transfer window be? And the fact that it's Daniel Levy, and like, if he messes this up, that's just gonna put more pressure on him. Surely more Spurs fans that are not entirely, you know, are still on the fence about Enoch Levy, this will quickly switch them and they will want Levy out. the noise at stadiums, like the chanting is already getting louder and louder. And if this deal falls through, it's just gonna get even louder. But I feel like it doesn't even matter if this deal happens or not. But I just know like how bad it will get if it doesn't happen. So I'm hoping Daniel Lee, the person we want out of the club, we're having to rely on him to get this deal done. We picked bottom, like yes, in like the league or fifth, whatever, we could still get Champions League, still an FA Cup, could potentially win that, still in Champions League, so it's not like all doom and gloom. But we know with like our defence and like the right wing back situation, this deal would have transformed that right hand side. And if it doesn't, like I can't imagine it not like I let myself get too excited and now it's like if I'm not laughing, I'll be crying. Oh, this is so ridiculous. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And it's like I'm having to like wait around for this deal. And obviously if it does happen and like we've run out of time, guys, that's the whole worry, because the window ends tomorrow, probably I don't know what time, probably like 11:59, whatever. But the point is we should, and yeah, we had like deadline deals done last season, but still this deal should have been done. And the fact that it was agreed and the medical was meant to happen this morning, like everything was meant to be signed, and we could have been having an announcement around this time. We could have had an announcement. But now we're like having to rely on Daniel Levy to try and negotiate this deal and try to get everything signed. But then for Porro didn't have his medical. And like if it does happen, it probably would. I thought that was an update, but nope, it's just saying the deal is in hands of, it was just another update of Daniel Levy and like being in hands with him and the president. So if the deal does end up happening, we probably won't get an announcement till tomorrow. But if I can just be reassured that it's going to happen and like Pedro Porro will be a Tottenham player at the end of this January transfer window, that's all I need. That's literally all I need, okay? And yes, we did need more signings. Centre back was definitely, should have been high up on the list. But I'm willing to let that go for this deal to get done. So guys, I'm back. Obviously, those first few clips you saw were from yesterday, which was a whole fiasco, and like I was meant to carry on there was some things like film reaction to the whole saga, and I've got I'm gonna be honest, I got fed up with having to keep scrolling through Twitter, and it was just really annoying me. So I ended up having a nap. I had a nap, and I was like, you know what? I had enough. I had enough. I couldn't deal with this whole saga. I was like, what? I'm just gonna sleep, and hopefully when I wake up, there's news. Hopefully good news. But if I just sleep, then I'll be fine. Anyways, my little sister, she wakes me up, and I'm just like, you know, I'm not in the mood to be awake right now. I'm just not. It was like 8:20 this time. I was like, you know what? And then I was like, oh, my phone keeps bleeping, blah blah blah. And it kept kind of like, maybe something's happening. And I look on my phone, it's like 6 notifications from Twitter, and I'm just like, hold on. That's either a good thing or it's a bad thing. That's a good thing because Spurs and Sporting finally had a breakthrough, finally come to agreement to sign Pedro Porro, and honestly, I couldn't believe it. Like my emotions in that moment, I don't really want to say because it could kind of be embarrassing, but oh my god, the fact that it actually got over the line now, and time is like 11 now, and it's like the next day. It's like deadline day, and like a few like 10 minutes ago, whatever, they finally announced Pedro Porro. They finally announced it. Been waiting all day. They had to wait until the so close to the end. I was thinking, nope, they're gonna announce it at some point, but been waiting so long. But they finally finally announced it. And let me tell you, that video was worth the wait. I've seen a bit of different opinions, but I was totally here for that video. Totally here for it. And yeah, I can't believe that it actually happened. Because usually when these situations happen with Tottenham, you think it would end badly. But no, Daniel Levy actually managed to save the day. Obviously the deal is initial loan till like the 1st of July, and then we have the obligation to buy. So, you know, the deal is a deal, and if it helps out both sides, then you know it is what it is. Obviously, kind of disappointing that we only went 2 players, none of them were centre backs. But do you know what? I don't really want to sit here and rant about the fact we haven't got centre backs. I feel like there's not really a point, and I'm just happy that we finally have a right wing back that can offer a lot more than we've had. And I'm just gonna mention this because I was kind of like when I first saw it, I was like, what the frick is going on? Like, what? This can't be right. Like, I was thinking, this can't be the official Spurs Twitter. It was. So we've mutually terminated Doherty's contract. I was like, what? I didn't like come in. I thought she's like, you're gonna be alone, and then eventually he'll probably come back at the end of the season. Who knows? Or he'll probably be sold. I mean, obviously we weren't gonna offer him a new contract because he only had 18 months left. So it's not like a big that like I'm not mad about it. But obviously we do have loads of players out on loan, and Doxy was just like couldn't be added to the list because we've been over the limit. But you know, it is what it is. Obviously, people are mad about the fact that, you know, like we don't know what's going on behind closed doors, like I don't know. But yeah, I can't say that I'm mad about it. Obviously it's kind of funny how Emerson is still here and Doherty's the one to have his contract terminated, but he's going to Atletico Madrid. Obviously, he's on the free for the rest of the season, and then where he goes next. Obviously, it didn't really work out how you'd want it to from when he came in. I'm just happy. You know what I mean? Obviously, the whole saga. I'm glad it's finally over. I'm glad we finally got Pedro Porro, and he's been wearing number 23 shirt. And all I want to see now is him start against Man City. That's all I want to see. Okay, he has to. I mean, between him and Emerson, like, is it really a choice? Like, I'm not being like hate on Emerson, I think, because I do think Emerson does have some, you know, good qualities here and there. But let's be honest, Pedro Porro is just, you know, he's above. But yeah, I really do want to see him start against Man City. And oh my god, I'm like, I don't know what to do with myself. And I'm so glad I got day off tomorrow because if there's an interview, there's got to be an interview. Like, I don't know if they'll release it tonight or maybe they'll release it tomorrow. Whenever they release that. I'm just obviously all in all, I'd probably give this transfer window a 7. Probably a lot higher than some people's opinions because we didn't, you know, get a centre back. Which yes, I am disappointed about the fact because we do need new centre backs. I made like a few tweets and like you can go head over to my Twitter if you want to see those. But it's quite a lot of tweets, so I've literally spent 4 hours on Twitter today, which is not my usual. Like it's normally like at most like an hour, but yeah, obviously we need to have some targets for the summer transfer window because this window is officially closed. And yeah, but yeah, overall a 7. Um, obviously with Danjuma, he provides just more attacking areas because obviously Hill wasn't getting enough game time, and like Mora's he's been had trouble with injuries. So it just makes sense. Do you know what I mean? I'm not mad about it, and he scored in his first appearance. So you know, and he's on loan, and like if we want to buy him at the end of the season, we'll buy him. It's not an obligation, so we get the choice. I mean, can't really complain about that. Obviously, people talk about how much we spent into transfer window, which is not a lot, to be honest. But we've got a quality right wing back, and obviously we're gonna have to wait to see how it works out. But I'm excited. Obviously we have the obligation divided. He'll be contracts up to 2028. So I'm happy about that. You ain't gonna see this smile disappear from my face for a while, so but get used to it. But yeah, now I'm kind of really like excited for this Man City game. Like, yeah, our defense is still, what it is. But I do think with Porro there, then and then Perisic, hopefully on the other sides, um, then our attack can get back to how it was last season. Um, because I'd say our performances have started to improve after like the players and Conte had that like little meeting to get back to what they're good at. We've seen us being a lot more solid, kept more clean sheets and like scoring goals. Obviously the last time we played Man City it ended in a disaster. But I'm hoping even though we beat Man City with Nuno, so I'm pretty sure we can beat Man City again. But yeah, I'm just excited. Um, but yeah, I feel like this started off like really bad, and I was kind of like yesterday. I was kind of like laughing just to avoid how I'm not like annoyed. Like, yeah, whatever. Um, Obviously, I also be clear. This does not change my opinion about Daniel Levy and Enoch. Like, I still want them out. Like, that doesn't change from this like one transfer. Do you know what I mean? But I can be happy that we signed him and that he's like a Tottenham player, and like I can be happy about that. Obviously, I'm not happy about how long it took, but you can feel both things. So yeah, I'm still leaving Enoch out, but I'm just happy with the transfer window. I'm feeling slightly more positive about Tottenham. Not too much, but I'm feeling slightly a bit more positive and hope. Like we're fifth in the league. Champions League we still potentially can get. Like it's not like over. Do you know what I mean? It's like what 3 points. And if our form improves even more and we get back to how we were playing somewhat last season, then yeah, Champions League is still on. We're still in the Champions League and we're still in FA Cup. So we could still win a trophy. I feel like that's possible. Obviously we haven't done it for 15 years, so it's like, whatever. But yeah, I do think we could win the trophy and I feel like we could make it in Champions League spot. Obviously it depends on like injuries and stuff. We haven't really been lucky with those. But regardless, I'm super, super happy. And yeah, my next video is probably going to be my Man City live watch along, which look out for that. I don't know, there may be a few more videos before then, I don't know. But yeah, let me know down below in the comments what you think about this January transfer window. Are you happy? Are you not happy? But yeah, I can't stop. It's late. I need to wash up. Luckily I don't have work tomorrow, so that's good. And don't have to get up early. I can just have a layer, however, I do need to film some reactions, and it's like I haven't uploaded a reaction in like a week, and it's really annoying me. I just haven't been able to find time. So yeah, it's webs. I'm gonna have to do it at some point, but yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. It's been a bit all over the place. But yeah, this is just my thoughts on like everything. Be sure to let me know what your thoughts are down below. Like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, come on you Spurs, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!